Thank you for keeping us all healthy and safe during such tumultuous times and allowing us all to gather on this online platform to ensure that the coronavirus pandemic does not hinder our education. We also thank you for protecting our respected Chairman, Sir, Dr. A.F. Pinto, Managing Director, Madam, Dr. Grace Pinto, and CEO, Mr. Ryan Pinto. We also pray for the well-being of our esteemed guest, Shri Hrishikesh Sharan, our respected Principal Ma'am, Ms. Nisha Sharma, and all teachers and students. We ask for your blessings upon the COVID warriors. We seek your mercy on the farmers, soldiers, and leaders of the nation who toil hard for mankind. Lord, please keep our bodies safe from disease and our minds filled with learning and zeal, as today we all participate in a quiz on the United Nations. We hope this event opens up our minds and helps us gain as much as we can. In Jesus' name we pray, Amen.
Now I would request Ms. Richa to kindly take over for the guest welcome.
Good morning, everyone. On behalf of Ryan International School, Faridabad, I would like to extend a warm and hearty welcome to the guest of the day, Mr. Hrishikesh Sharan, amongst us, who is a former IRS. Mr. H. Sharan led the Kailash Mansarovar Yatra as a licensed officer in 1994. He retired as a Director General from Ministry of Finance, Government of India. Mr. H. Sharan is a noted Hindi writer and motivational speaker. He has translated The Light of Asia by Sir Edwin Arnold in Hindi as Jagat Aradhya Tathagat. Apart from traveling all over India and lecturing, he has delivered speeches in countries like Zambia, Kenya, Tanzania, Uganda, Singapore, Australia, Holland, and Bhutan. The mantra followed by our guest is, by doing extra, ordinary people start becoming extraordinary. Thank you so much, sir, for being with us, and welcome, a warm and hearty welcome for the event of the day.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. I will now request our eminent guest, Mr. Hrishikesh Sharan, to kindly address the gathering and motivate the young participants with his encouraging words.
Good morning to all of you. Respected Madam Nisha Sharma ji, respected teachers, parents, and my dear young friends. We are celebrating the United Nations Day today. You will be participating in various questions, answers, and you already know quite a lot about the UNO, which came into existence after the death of League of Nations. Now, when the UNESCO was formed, part of UNO, in the Human Rights Declaration of the UNESCO, it is mentioned, the preamble says so. Since the wars between nations are fought in the minds of men, it is in the minds of the men that the solution for the wars has to be found out. So this means if two countries are going to fight, it's not that they start the fight just like that. First, the animosity, anger, hatred, and all the rest of it goes up and up, gets the atmosphere charged in those two countries, and then they come to fight the war. The example is the Germany. We all know how the Germany was divided and the Berlin Wall came into existence, dividing the two parts of the Germany. Relations staying in one side, the other relations in the other side, people not able to meet. Why did it happen? Because of the negative thoughts in the people on the two sides of the border. And when that disappeared, people understood that war is not the answer for all the problems of the world, and hatred will never cease with hatred. Hatred will cease only with love compassion, goodwill, and friendship, what the Christ taught us. I'm reminded of the beautiful saying of the Lord in the Sermon on the Mount. If somebody slaps you on one cheek, you give the other cheek. If he takes your cloak, your coat, you give him your other cloth also. So when this hatred disappeared from both parts of Germany, the wall went away. The wall had to go. It was just a question of time. But if the people's minds didn't meet, it won't have happened. So friends, what is true about nations is also true about us individually, collectively, as a society, as a family. What matters in us is our thought. We are all alike. If you ask a neurosurgeon, he will say that the brain also is similar in everybody. One side of the brain is responsible for emotions. The other side of the brain is responsible for the logical thinking. Hardware is the same, but is the software same? Is the thinking in all of us same? No, my dear friends, it's not same. Otherwise, it won't have happened that the Lord Christ is being taken to be crucified. And in the process, instead of showing hatred, he says, God, forgive them. They don't know what they are doing. So this can happen only if the thinking is right. And that is what is important. That is what is important. That is what matters in us in life. We are today what we are. We are what we have thought. And what we shall be after 5 years from now. What we shall think from today to the next 5 years. Thinking, right thinking, pure thinking, positive thinking is the first requirement for going up in life. I am speaking before you. It's an action. But could this action take place if I had not thought over? So thinking comes earlier. If you don't think, if I won't have thought what to speak, I would have been totally incoherent in my speech. And sometimes we regret, we say, अरे गलती हो गई, जो सोचा था नहीं करना था कर दिया. I didn't know, I shouldn't have done it. So we didn't think, and we did it. So thinking is the most important factor in our life. This is how it is explained that if we work with impure mind, negative mind, then suffering, sorrows will never part from our life, just as in a bullock cart, wheresoever the bull puts its hoof on the ground, that is followed by the line drawn by the wheel of the cart. Wheresoever the hoof is there, mark left by the hoof, there the line follows. So if we make our mind polluted, negativities filled in it, then suffering is bound to be there in life. On the other hand, if we are full of positivities, if we have pure mind, we don't think bad about anybody, and we live the life happily, then happiness will never part from our life. This has been tested all over the centuries, all over the life. Happiness will not part, just as our shadows don't part from us. We are standing here, or we are sitting here, when the shadow is not visible here or there, but the moment we go out, we will find that the shadow is following us. So, in order to get happiness in life, it's necessary that our thinking has to be positive, pure, kind, and full of all the good qualities which we cherish in life. Some people say, sir, this man has been doing wrong in life, but he has been blessed with so many good things in life, wealth, position, power, and all that. Friends, I can't explain for that person, but I can take into account what I do, and I can talk about what you will do. If you do right, you will only get the right things. The law is very clear. It's a scientific law. Potatoes will never give you tomatoes. If you put potatoes in the ground, you will never get tomatoes. And tomato seeds will never give you potatoes. If we have sown the seeds of thorn, what we shall reap? We shall reap only the thorns. And if we have put the seeds of sugar cane, then whatsoever will come out from every fiber of that sugar cane will only get sweetness. So if we want mango in life, we should be careful when we are planting the tree. We can't afford to plant a tree of thorns and expect mangoes to come. We have to be careful while we do it. And only because I've been thinking wrongly, negatively, it doesn't show in my life the result. I'm not unhappy. I'm not able to see it. Please don't take it that it won't show itself. Life is not like a 20 over match. It's not like a 50 over match either. It's like a test match. The results come in a long spell. A jar in which drops of water are falling doesn't get filled up immediately. When we make curd in house, in the hot milk, when we put a little yogurt, it immediately doesn't convert into curd. It takes time. If we look at the ash, it appears that there is no fire, but just give some air to it. The fire comes out and it's capable of burning the entire forest. So friends, only because we have been doing some good things and the results don't show immediately, don't take it that the good results will not come. Or if we have been doing wrong things, we have been thinking wrongly, will not get the wrong results and happiness. Let us not be mistaken. It's just a question of time when the results will be manifesting themselves. It's like a bamboo tree in China. When we sow the seed of that bamboo tree, it doesn't come out immediately. It takes 5-6 years to come out. And it's not visible for the next 5-6 years. And in the 6th year, when it comes out 90 feet at one go. What will you say? Was it dead? No, friends, it was not dead. It was not visible. So only because something is not visible, we can't say the results will not come. So, what is the take home message? Message is that we must think positively, purely, kindly, and all the rest of it, the good qualities. And if we do it, then nobody can stop us from becoming extraordinary. Let us take this example. We take ourselves, all of us. I'm also one of these students. Take me. I'm one of these students. We all are at level playing stage. We are all ordinary people. Now, one of us, a friend, one of our friends in the class, say X, he or she decides to do extra. So the day from which that person starts doing extra, he or she will start becoming extraordinary. How? Let us understand from the mathematics formula. We are at the level playing stage. Say our potential of each person is 1 unit, 1. One of us, X, decides to do a little extra, not much, only 1%. 1% of 1 is 0.01. So this person starts doing 1% extra. So today we are all one. He or she does 1% extra. Tomorrow he or she will become 1.01. The great thing she does or he does, he or she continues with it. So at the end of the year, 1.01 to the power 365, it will become 37.90, almost 38. Now suppose in the group, I decide to be a little negligent. I don't want to be careful in my efforts. I ignore my studies or do whatsoever is there in a negligent, I work in a negligent way. Not much. I neglect myself only 1%. That comes to 1% of 1 comes to 0.1. So today we all started with level playing 1. And tomorrow I become 1 minus 0.01, that is 0.99. And I neglect myself for the whole year. So ultimately what happens? 1 minus 0.01, that is 0.99, to the power 365. At the end of the year, I find that I have become 0.02. I am almost 0. I had started from 1 who did extra to go up in life. From 1 to 38 he has or she has reached. I neglected myself. From 1, I came down to 0. I was a hero. I became 0. So friends, what is the message? The first message is we have to do that little extra. If we want to become extraordinary, we have to do that little extra as compared to others. First factor. And then second important factor is to do it in a sustained way. In the long run, the results will come. We have to do it on a long run. I'll give you an example. You must have seen the film also. Nawaz Siddiqui's film, The Mountain Man of India. This is the story of Dashrath Manjhi from Bihar. He used to stay at a place near Bodh Gaya, where Buddha got enlightenment in a village. And when the villagers used to go to the town, they will have to cross a hill, a mountain. And once his wife fell sick, and he went to the town to bring medicine, he couldn't reach back in time, and his wife died. He went and persuaded the villagers, why don't we make a road through this mountain? Everybody laughed at him. Now mind you, he was a poor man, he was an illiterate man. What did he do? He sold his goat and other belongings and started camping at the base of the mountain and started doing it all alone. One-man army. How long? 26 years. Hammer and chisel. Think of it. It's half of your age. He did, what is your age? Double that period he did all alone in winter, in summer, in rainy season, and he did it. So the principle is one day he decided to do that extra and he did it for 26 years. And now he is immortal in the history. Everybody knows his name. Film was made on him. An illiterate man, a poor man. I will tell you the other story about the forest man of India. He is also an illiterate man. This man stays in Assam, Payong, P-A-Y-O-N-G. Some 40 years ago, he found that the floods, when they came to the village, a lot of dead snakes came. When he consulted the seniors, they said that because the forests are being cut, these snakes are dying and they are coming. Now this man, he was illiterate, he was poor. He was poor, he was illiterate. He started planting trees and did it. He has been doing it for the last 40 years. And now he has in Majuli district of Assam, near Jorhat, he has planted forests in which all the animals are coming and staying. He has been awarded Padma Shri and is known as the Forest Man of India. Two principles again. Someday he decided to do extra, and he has done it in a long way, long duration. You must have seen the Sulabh. Sulabh also has the same story. Some 50 years ago, Dr. Bindeshwar Pathak, the founder of Sulabh, he was working as contingent labor at the rate of 5 rupees per day. He was working as a contingent labor in Patratu thermal power station. And some 50 years ago, he didn't have even 100 rupees. So he called for his friends, and 9 friends put together, they started this Sulabh movement, which has now come to such a stage that he has been awarded Gandhi Peace Prize, and Sulabh is a household word. Everybody knows about it. And he started say, those friends contributed 75 rupees some 50 years ago. Out of those 9 friends, 8 friends are left behind. Only it is Dr. Bindeshwar Pathak who has come and has become the known figure. All 8 are gone. Nobody knows them. So what is the principle? Again, he decided to do a little extra, and he has done it for a long time, and he is there. So friends, you must look inside. Now, I can't tell you what is extra suitable for you. You have to look inside. What is the best in you? Try to develop that and develop it in the long run. Someday or the other, success has to come. You have to get the name and fame. And don't be after, the worldly things people are aspiring for. Money, position, power. You must have seen that film, 3 Idiots. 3 Idiots में what is the dialogue? क्या कहते हैं? खुद को अपने को बुलंद करो कि खुद पूछे कि तू क्या चाहता है. काबिल बनो, काबिलियत, सक्सेस पीछे से झक मार के आएगा. I mean, success will follow you if you make yourself competent. So you must do that. You must do that. And I have myself experimented in life. When I was a school student in class 7th, my teacher taught me a lot of mathematics formulas, shortcuts. 125 into 81, 10,125, 94 into 94, 88, 36, 107 into 107, 114, 49. There are so many formulas, you must be all knowing. What did I do? I didn't forget it. I just practiced it. And our human mind is like an axe. If you go and cut a tree, next time if you don't sharpen it, it will not cut. So our mind is also like that. We must sharpen it. And if you don't sharpen it, it will be rusted. So I kept on testing those formulas, and then I have written books. I keep on giving lectures how to develop interest in mathematics by giving so many formulas. At the tip of I ask you the question, you give the answer. So that I will do some other day if the Honorable Principal is interested. I will give you some tips how to develop interest in mathematics and do it. I have been doing it. So friends, you have enough of material to lead your life. Now the question is, in life you will be getting so many good thoughts. You will be getting good ideas. What is required? That you have to translate them into action. Because speaking and following, they are totally different. In Oxford University, in philosophy paper, there was an essay paper. And the essay paper said, what is courage? Many of the students wrote what courage is. You might recollect on 26th January, we see so many students, young boys and girls being honored on the Rajpath. They must have saved somebody drowning, somebody from fire and all that. So these other students must have written those instances of courage. What is courage? One student, he didn't write much. He topped the list. What did he do? In the answer sheet, he only wrote, this is courage. This is courage, and he submitted the answer sheet. He topped the list. Others only showed on paper what is courage. This boy showed what courage was. So what is required? That we follow all the good thoughts we come across in life. If we know a lot of things, don't follow them in life, then we are like the person who takes the cows of others to the forest for grazing, and in the evening he comes back and counts the cows and gives back to the owner. He won't get milk, curd, or buttermilk or anything, ghee from the cows. But if he follows them in life, he becomes the owner of the cows and he gets all the benefits from the cows. And finally, you must have seen, you have a beautiful garden in your campus. Flowers are two types. Those which have good look, but no smell, no scent. So if we hear good words and don't follow them in life, we are like those flowers which are beautiful to look, but no scent. On the other hand, if we follow them, we are like those flowers which are beautiful to look, and also they have beautiful, good scent. So I wish you all the best in the times to come. Let the fragrance of those flowers come in your life, in your family, in your class, in your school, in our society, in our nation, and all over the world. I wish you all the best. Keep on doing it. Try, try, try. There's nothing succeeds like try. I'm very happy that I was invited to share some of my thoughts with you. God bless you. God bless you.
Thank you so much, sir, for your pearls of wisdom. I'm sure you've left us all with things to ponder upon, and these things will help us a lot in the future.
Now, to welcome our esteemed guest and all teachers and students, I now call upon Anshika for the welcome speech.
Good morning, everyone. Let's remember all the achievements of the United Nations as it strives to make the world a better place. Happy United Nations Day. I wish a very hearty good morning to everyone present here. On behalf of Ryan International School, Faridabad, I take this opportunity to extend a gracious and inclusive welcome to all the prestigious schools of Delhi NCR participating in Inter-School UN Quiz event on the occasion of 75th UN Day. It's an honor and privilege to welcome Mr. Hrishikesh Sharan, who is amongst us. He is the former Director General, and after 2011, he served in the Ministry of Finance as Ombudsman, Indirect Tax. For more than 40 years, he has been pursuing the life and message of Buddha. He has delivered speeches on holistic management and the life and message of Buddha. He has addressed a large number of students and teachers on secrets of success in mathematics and life. Mr. Sharan is a motivational speaker, and his mantra is, by doing extra, ordinary people become extraordinary. I would like to extend a warm welcome to you, sir. The gathering takes on a special meaning and moves on to the next level due to your presence. I also take this opportunity to welcome all the participants to the session. Once again, I welcome everyone.
Thank you, Janvi. First of all, I would like to thank the esteemed guest for his worthy presence today in today's event, and his words of wisdom were really, really very nice, and they have enlightened the young minds, and at the same time appreciate all the teens who have made it to the final round, and they are here with the pride of their school. And yes, you did very well. No one is perfect, but don't forget very golden words said by the guest, that add that extra and become extraordinary. So this is one step, one little step decides for your destination. So that step you have already taken. So never ever feel disappointed if you are not the winner, because we never ever lose anything. Either we win or we learn, right? So I appreciate each and everyone who has made it today in this round. Yes. Thank you, sir. I can see you. Thank you so much, Mr. Hrishikesh Sharan. It was really wonderful having you on board today. And thank you so much for enlightening young minds with your words of wisdom, whether it is about mountain man or it is about forest man. You were really, really awesome. Thank you so much, sir. So this is the first position. You have safely. You have safely. So keep it up. And
Thank you.
sir, yeah, sir, it's
Thank you,
really
ma'am.
a pleasure having you, because these children we have so many takeaways today. That is why it is Ryan tradition to always invite celebrities to inspire little mind, young minds, because as you said, whatever we sow, we shall reap the seed. So these are the seeds. These are the seeds of inspirations which have gone into their minds. And I'm very sure that tomorrow they will blossom as a fragrant flower. They won't be only beautiful, but yes, they are going to enrich the whole ambience with their beautiful fragrance, as you have told them such wonderful stories, be it of mountain man or soil man, or you can talk about this forest man, all of them, such examples you have given from daily life. And when such people can become extraordinary, so why not they? They have already started their race from a line ahead. They are the privileged ones. So tomorrow they will become more privileged, and definitely they'll take care of the underprivileged. So that is what the main thing is. A person without compassion, without empathy, without values is nothing. And definitely everybody is going to have that positive mindset, as you said. That is very, very important, because Newton's law applies everywhere. Whatever goes, it comes back to you, it boomerangs to us. So please, dear children, have that thing in mind. Learn from today's quiz and become real global citizens. First of all, bring that change in yourself. Definitely, your nation will change. And once the nations change, like Sir told about Berlin Wall, so they have come together. They have understood that war does not make anyone happy. So let's make this world a better place to live, and learn from all these inputs what today's worthy guest has given us. And definitely, sir, that is in store now, that definitely you're going to enlighten all those children who do not like maths, because I could see your calculations. Awesome. At this age, I also believe mind is like X, you have to keep sharpening it. And we have got some very, very sharp minds at Ryan, sir. So they will not disappoint you. And definitely we are going to call you once again. And thank you so much, everyone, dear parents, dear students, teachers, and everyone, all those sister branches and all those schools who have participated. My heartiest thanks and big congratulations, because participation is the biggest thing. So do not lose heart. If you have won, fine, you're the winners. Otherwise, you have learned a lot. So once again, I wish you all the best. Take care of your health. Stay safe, stay healthy. Thank you.